Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, November 4th, 2013, and the U.S. stock market is closed. I live for today. I live for days like today. We had a really great day today. You know, you've heard me bitch and moan last several days about markets that just didn't seem to be doing what we wanted them to do. We didn't make a lot of money, even though we didn't have big losses. But I keep saying, you know, when you trade this kind of system, you wait, and then all of a sudden the waiting is over with, and you really have a day that makes it all worthwhile and wipes out any losses you had previously, and that's exactly what happened today. We didn't actually close out too much positive. We only had a deposit of $800 in closed out trades. We just closed out some little stuff that wasn't doing anything. Everything else that we had coming into, we're hanging on to because we had such great moves. You know, the good news is we are holding $26,300 some going into tomorrow, and I'm sure that even that's going to grow significantly tomorrow by the time we get out. That's my call on this. We just had spectacular trading today. Nothing seemed to be go wrong. We had 3 or 4 just huge trades that just kept going and going and going. Just a spectacular day, and you know, this took place on a day the Dow was basically drifting sideways. It did close up 23 points, but it wasn't doing anything. If you were just looking at the Dow, you'd try to figure out why we did so well today. I kind of was too, but boy, we had a great day. Anyway, let me show you the chart so I can show you what happened. Okay, this is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and you can see here 4 days ago we made this peak here on the open, and then the market sold off, and then we've been moving in this sideways pattern for the past 3 days. Today was kind of a continuation of that pattern. The market opened up and it looked like maybe it was going to go positive. Then it went fairly nasty negative for a good while, and then it started building and ended up closing up 23 points, but nothing very decisive here. This, if you were just looking at this pattern, you'd say nothing really happened today, but a lot happened with our trading. I will show you a couple trades here. First of all, this was just a spectacular trade. This is in CSIQ, which is Canadian Solar. We bought this on Friday. You can see 30 minutes after the open, and didn't do too much, just kind of drifted sideways. I think we closed with a little bit of profit there, but nothing spectacular. But then look at this thing, just exploded on the open this morning and stayed up very firm all day, closing very close to its high, and we are holding over $6,000 in open trade equity in Canadian Solar. I want to show you another trade. Wasn't quite as much money as Canadian Solar, but it's interesting. This is in Velocity Shares, DGAZ. And this was interesting because we had a really good trade on Friday. We had bought this thing on Thursday here, and we had a good gap up, follow through, and we got out here. And then the very next bar, we got in because the system says, hey, this is not over with, stay with it. And so we stayed with it. I think that closed exactly where we got into. So on the close on Friday, we're not sure just what's going to happen there. Look at what happened this morning. BOMO, this thing explodes, and it did come back a little, but we're still holding over $3,000 in open trade equity in Velocity shares. So, you know, these re-entry trades, I get people, my customers, they just go crazy with this. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And we're doing it because the system sensed this move wasn't over, and it certainly wasn't over. We made, by re-entering that trade, we made over $3,000, or at least we're holding it going into tomorrow. I'll show you one last spectacular trade. We had a lot of good trades today, but I'll show you one more really spectacular trade. This is in WLT, Walter Energy. This has been a very good market for us. We got into this on Friday in the middle of the market day. It kept going, but look what happened today. It took off real strong on the open, and it did keep going, pulled back just a little bit. We are holding over $7,000 in Walter Energy. Just a spectacular trade. Anyway, great day. We're holding over $26,000 going in tomorrow. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.